and welcome to this week's episode of
Advice from Your Besties.
Woo! Woo!
I love this segment.
I do too.
Okay, so we have a few questions for this week.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually kind of like I had a conversation with a friend, so this is kind of a question from me and this other person. So if you're popping into a party to say hi because you have to go to another party or another place afterwards, what's an appropriate amount of time to pop in and say hi?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say like 30 minutes.
No, because you know what? You cross a threshold of time, then you're like almost obligated to stay longer.
Oh.
So you go in with, hey, I'm sorry I can't stay, but I wanted to say hi. I didn't want to miss this. I wanted to say hi. I'm sorry I can't stay longer, but whatever. And then you stay close to them, right? Whoever they are, the person of honor. And then you only talk to the immediate people around, and then you got hightail out of it. Because if you don't leave, then you're going to be stuck, and then you're going to be staying later. Then you're going to resent that, and then it's like, get out. 20 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to take that into consideration because I'm always like, oh, pop in, say hi, and it's like an hour later.
Nope. Then you got to keep focused, narrow vision, and it's even okay to be like, hey, I'm sorry I can't stay, but I really wanted to come by. Wish you a happy birthday. I'm sorry I'm going to go. You might as well just leave. You can just leave. So long as they saw you, you made the point of going, staying, that's it.
Okay.
Because you're not there for the other people.
That's true.
Ask me more of those questions. I can do that fuckery all the time.
Well, then this is just my follow-up question to that. When you say you're going out for a drink, how long does a drink last? Is this like a 1 hour thing? Is this like a 2 hour thing?
Okay, well, give me what's the situation?
You're going out with coworkers. Let's go for a drink.
Do you like your coworkers?
Yes.
How much do you like them?
I like hanging out with them quite a bit. And we don't get to hang out that much.
Then why are we labeling it as a drink?
Because the person was specifically like, let's go have one drink.
Do they not like you as much as you like them?
I don't know.
Because that gives the impression that they don't like you as much. Because like one drink is like, I guess we can have a drink.
But like, why would they invite you if they don't want to hang out with you?
Because they're feeling obligated.
But then it rolls into like 3 drinks.
Well, then let's just call a spade a spade.
Okay.
And be like, yo, let's go out. Let's go grab drinks.
Okay. So there's no time limit.
I actually think, how bad do you want to be there versus how bad do you... No, the real question is, how bad do you not want to be there?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
I wouldn't say like, oh, let's go for a drink if I really don't want to hang out with you.
If you say a drink, it gives me the impression that like, okay, remember we met my mutual friend?
Yes.
Hey, let's go. And that was like one drink out.
Yeah.
That was obligatory.
Yeah.
That's what that felt like.
Yes.
If I met you for drinks, you in Austin, they'd be like,
no.
and another round.
And another round,
Right?
And yes.
But we would never say to ourselves, let's go out for a drink.
No.
So it's not even like what they're saying, but how does it feel? It feels like that obligatory, I will have a glass of mineral water with you and then get out. Or it's like, I'm excited to these people and I want to stay. We'll say, we're only going for one drink, but we know we're going to have 20.
Yeah. Okay. So just the feeling.
It's the feeling.
Behind it.
Okay.
What types of jobs is it okay to be enlightened at?
None. Okay, I don't know. That's a great question.
I would say
If you're a hiking ranger.
Yeah, hiking ranger, anything where you're not operating heavy machinery, that you probably don't want to be. But I think if you're just like sitting on a computer, or if you are, out in nature.
Okay, here's the thing. I would get enlightened all day long, every day if I could, but there are times where I need my brain to function differently.
Sure.
I think we need to take the stigma off getting enlightened at work because you know what? If you're fucked up on pain pills, if I'm not taking my mental meds.
That's true. And how are they going to drug test you for that? Be like, oh, well, you're not functioning at the pace which you should be.
Yeah, if I don't take my mental pills, I will be performing suboptimally, right? So they actually want me to be medicated in that regard. So that might be the case. So we have to stop. First of all, we have to stop the stigma of being enlightened means you're fucking with with the bong at the fucking you're not stoned, right? Maybe this is just where you act. I mean, people are doing Adderall and they're all hopped up on shit. So let's just say, even Steven, it's okay. Maybe you're just a functioning person and that's what you take. That person that I went out to dinner with on Monday, they said, oh, I take it like 10 milligrams throughout the day so I don't have to take all the medications for PTSD. And it's like, I get behind that. Like, it's legal
Yeah.
or it's not. Like, are we taking this for like functioning purposes or are we just legalizing it so like we can recreationally enjoy it,
Right.
right? For state tax purposes, whatever. So it's like, I don't know. How do you function on it is really the question. Like,
That's a good point.
It is
So
a
I
good
guess
point.
it is subjective to every single person. And there's also, I don't know. I guess if your job doesn't allow it, don't do it. But I think it's up
Well,
to
let's
the
forget
person.
about that.
Yeah.
Like, jobs are kind of fucked up, right? I mean, they're telling us to do different things all the time, and it's just a blanket thing across this thing. But, people could take pain pills,
Yeah. I
and
wouldn't
they're
feel,
fine.
I guess, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable if my brain surgeon was enlightened during
But how do you
surgery.
know? Like, that they can, lots of the times they're like either on cocaine or hopped up on
True.
pain pills. Like, the thing is, everybody should be representing that, like, and they're not. You're taking it at face value that your surgeon is sober and like of solid mind. Like, they worked out and they're eating
Yeah.
a clean
They
diet.
had a green juice this morning.
They are like
ran their 5 miles already. They got their meditation on before they even they visualized the whole surgery.
right.
That's what I'm picturing in my head.
That's what we would like our people to be
Yeah.
like. But who's to say that they weren't up 36 hours
That is very
already,
true.
right? And then there are times where I was hopped up on amphetamines where I should not have been like doing anything I was doing.
Right.
So I think the question is almost antiquated, right? Because in this
Yeah.
day and age, it's almost like everybody's on something.
Mm-hmm.
Are you endangering other people's lives? First and foremost, are you endangering your life? Are you potentially endangering other people's lives? How are you performing your work? And do you take this, whatever, said medication, said whatever, on a regular basis? Or is this just a novelty and you decided to get stoned with like high school kids in the parking lot before you went in, right? I mean, like, what are the circumstances?
It depends.
It does depend.
Yeah. Okay. What are your biggest icks?
I feel like I have so many. What? You start and I'll jump in.
Well, I was thinking about, actually, what comes to mind when I think about this is when we were talking about that yoga instructor that you hate.
I don't hate her.
Okay, but
She drives me
it
bananas.
gives you the icks when she's trying to harmonize to the sound in class or like to the song. I'm like, oh yeah.
Would that not give you the icks a little? Can you please go to this class with me?
I
just
will
once?
go just to experience
Okay,
it.
thanks. She's a lovely person. She's a new yoga instructor, and she will say things like, breathe well. And she's a little too preachy for me. Now, you have to understand, this isn't like your average like C2 or like namaste. This is like sculpt, right?
Yeah.
This is your cardio. Wait,
This is cardio. Yell at me, make me work out harder. Like, I don't care about your philosophy on life.
no, and we're
let
like
me live.
high beats per minute, like jumping
Yeah.
around, and she's like, find your why in life. And you're like, okay, that doesn't really apply here. But then what really icks the shit out of me when she's like, but the thing is, she is so off key. So you're like, oh.
Actually, that is my biggest ick is someone serenading me. Oh, like, oh. I'm like, it was so funny because I was playing piano the other day. I'm like, Austin, I'm serenading you. And he's like, you hate being serenaded. I was like,
I don't love it.
I'm like, well, the tables are turned, so I'm gonna dance.
Or like when the mariachi bands come over and they're like ding 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 right in front of my face, and I'm like, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, so I would say serenading is like my biggest ick.
That's your biggest ick.
Yes, that is like, ugh.
You know what else icks me?
Mhm.
Anytime you use a nail clipper anywhere but the bathroom.
Oof.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or when you like kind of do that nasally, like it sounds like you're like, and like you probably should just use a tissue. You know that? And it's like,
yep.
and it's phlegmy and whatever.
Mhm.
And they're like, no, it's allergies. And you're like, the fuck it
No,
is
blow your
not.
nose.
Like our bartender, who's not going to last much longer, but he does
No.
that. And you're like, that just sounds like you're,
That's like you're in a hockaloogie. break
yes.
down.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, ick. And you're like in the service industry and you're like sitting there. And I'm like,
Ugh.
nail clipping, not in the bathroom, is one of my biggest icks.
Oh, nail clipping into the shower is a big ick.
Oh, it only belongs in the trash can.
100%.
And do it privately.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
people
wanna
doing
see
it in
that.
public, you're like, oh,
Ugh.
sick. Or like flossing their teeth on those things.
Oh, in public?
Yeah. Or those like floss sticks.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this just on the street? Well,
I know, they're always on the street.
Why are you flossing in the street on the sidewalk? First of all, hats off, you care about your dental care that much.
That
But,
much.
like, just whips it out. And like toothpicking, not great.
Yeah,
Not
that's
great.
ick city. Actually, now that I'm thinking about like feet, men who wear UGG boots.
Oh, interesting.
Ugh.
Men's feet usually
Men's feet is the ick.
is an ick.
And
Solid
for some
ick.
reason, like a guy in UGG boots, like no.
That kind of looks hot though. It looks like a surfer dude from California.
If the rest of him looks like a surfer dude,
Mm.
not just from like
I don't
the
actually see dudes in Uggs enough for it to be an ick.
yeah, but then also like guys who wear short shorts at the gym, and then they're like walking around town in their short shorts after the gym. Like
I don't mind that.
I don't know. I feel uncomfortable.
Guys
Yeah.
who listen to Joe Rogan,
Oh.
that's an
That's
ick.
just a human being I've written off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other icks.
I would say, also like a guy who doesn't understand any sport or like,
Oh yeah, a guy who hasn't played sports.
yeah, a guy who hasn't
I-
played sports.
Oh yeah. In high school that didn't play a high school sport. Done.
Yeah. Or it's like watching football. It's like, what is this again?
Yeah.
Like,
I know that's sexist, but I want my.
I want him to know shit about sports.
I just want them to know shit. I
Uh-huh.
don't like people who don't know shit.
hmm
It might be like hypocritical because I don't know the rules of the game, but I do know we want to get in the end zone and we want my team to win.
There you go. Or I would also say like, oh, speaking of sports, like guys with like the hockey flow, you know, like really bad haircut, hockey flows.
I like it.
Ugh,
I was raised that way.
ugh, yuck.
They used to
Ick.
call those mullets, but I like them.
And I don't get it.
That's okay.
I don't
But
like that.
I could see how that's ick.
Yeah, that's ick.
I'm gonna I'll keep a running tab of things that make me ick.
And just the doctor and me poor posture, like
Sure.
this.
Yeah. It kind of
If
makes
a,
me
if a dating profile ick,
Ooh, what is it?
Oh.
I don't like when people put their love language on their dating profile.
Oh.
Oh,
Like,
Why?
fuck off. I don't know you like that.
Nor do I want to just yet.
Especially if
off.
they put physical touch and then their whole
Yeah.
thing is like, I don't want to just hook up though. And I'm like, yes, you do. You
Yes, you
put
do.
physical touch
Yeah.
on your profiles, stupid.
Right. Right.
stupidity. That's a big ick.
That should be your love language because that is clearly it.
Yeah. I would also say maybe like one other one is just like male influencers who are like, look at my pre-workout. Or
Ew.
like, yeah.
That's an
Like
ick, it's
people
never
who,
cringe.
like men who go to the gym that are like gym bros, not just guys that go to the gym.
Yeah. Like just go to work out. Be done.
And keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep a running tally of icks. I'm gonna put it on this wall right here.
Do you have any more?
I'm sure I do, but I can't remember
No,
them.
That's all I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have other questions?
No, that's it.
Ooh, I don't like that. I wish there were more questions.
That's all we got for right now. I think I looked at them before and we answered all of them already. Or one of them was like, who's your favorite best friend?
I do have a couple, you know. But it's you.
What's me? Like, it better be me.
Could you imagine if I said you weren't my best friend? You are my.
It would track since you forgot my birthday.
Actually, I forgot Jen's birthday too. It turns out-
So, if you are one of Chelsea's best friends, she will
Count on
never
it.
remember your birthday.
But we did go out the night after, and
Oh,
it was a very
sorry.
special night. But she was like, "Yeah, my birthday," and I was like, "Oh, it is official! I'm an asshole!" Oh my god! She's like, "It was just yesterday." I'm like, "Oh, I'm so
No.
sorry."
Since I haven't been on Facebook in years, I forget a lot of people's birthdays. So it's okay.
Like I totally knew. I just was caught in a vacuum.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not great. It's not great. It's like in my calendar. Jessi, when's your birthday?
My birthday is on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th.
Well, I will
Oh.
not forget.
Okay, we'll remember that
We
one
should
then.
celebrate. We should do a whole episode on Jessi.
Yeah, we should.
That's very nice, but you definitely don't have to do that if that's not what the
No, I
people
don't have
want.
to, but we're
Well,
gonna.
we were going to.
And we're gonna wear like hat. Oh, you know what we could do? We dress up as our favorite version of Jessi.
Oh. I can get a wig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 wigs.
Uh-huh.
Fun.
I'm down.
Yeah, and you could dress up like us. No, do not do that. We know what we look like.
I'm
We
like,
know what kind of
no.
person we are.
Yeah.
Collectively the same.
Dye my hair back to brown. That's the
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah, exactly.
And giggle like
Um,
us. That's
And
annoying.
giggle, throw on some Lululemons and a blazer. And that encompasses all of us. And
No,
some hoop earrings.
We're too basic. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You stay you.
I
Alright.
love no,
okay.
no, no. Lululemon leggings are my favorite leggings, and I
They
love
are.
a blazer, and I love hoop earrings. Mine just have bones on them.
I do like bones.
Yeah, I'm like beyond basic. Gold hoops. That's
So
it.
am I.
But like, there's nothing wrong with basic. That's like, okay, I hate the like, I'm not like other girls. No, I am like other girls because other girls are great.
Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I like that.
I have tried my whole life to be like other women, right? Like I wanted to be on the inside. I wanted to be
Mhm.
like in the like doing all the trends and like finally I'm here and I'm like, yes, I am like other women and I'm excited to be so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Finally have a tribe.
All right. Well, that's what we have. So I want to know what your biggest icks are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
so,
cringes, icks.
Icks. So send us a DM or comment on our YouTube.
Some people think it's an ick to eat in bed with crumbs.
Ugh, ick. Ick City. Comment on our
Some people,
yeah.
not everyone.
Comment on our YouTube page what your biggest icks are, and we look forward to seeing those.
Great.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.